we need to talk about the Denver Nuggets. Now, I'm sorry I couldn't get this video done earlier, I just had stuff that got in the way, so it's going up now. Let's get right into it. Just recently, the Denver Nuggets became the first team in the NBA history to come back from two 3-1 deficits in the same year. Making a 3-1 comeback is always legendary, and in the first series against the Jazz, I thought they would be burnt out. Even as a Nuggets fan, I thought there was absolutely no way the Nuggets would beat the Clippers, especially after going down 3-1 again. The Nuggets were starting to look pretty sluggish after blowing the lead in Game 3 and didn't look any better in Game 4. But in Game 5, 6, and 7, we saw them at their best. There's a visible difference between when the Nuggets are hot and when they're not. I've mentioned it in previous videos, and when they're working well as a team, it's fun to watch, and they're one of the most fluid offenses I've seen since the 2016 Warriors. When they were playing as a team like that, they were able to overcome crazy odds and beat the Clippers, who were title favorites for a lot of people. Unfortunately for the Clippers, this puts them in a tough situation. Look through Twitter or Instagram for 5 minutes and you're guaranteed to find at least a few jokes about them. And after some of the bad performances from Paul George, the internet has not stopped giving him shit. While I do think there was a lot of choking from individual players in Game 7, I think this more brings into question the composition of the team. The Clippers were on paper probably the best roster in the NBA, but as we've seen, talent doesn't always guarantee success. And considering this was their first year together, and the Nuggets have been mostly the same roster for years now, it shows even more how important chemistry is. Another thing that has really happened after this series is people are finally starting to question how good Doc Rivers really is as a coach. He's now blown multiple 3-1 leads over the year, and has lost way more Game 7s than any other coach. If he never won the championship in 2008, he definitely wouldn't still be coaching. But even then, the team he was working with was great, and it didn't take some sort of coaching miracle for them to win a championship. When you look at Doc's coaching career as a whole, he's not really as good as he's made out to be. For the Nuggets, this is a very good sign. The fact that they've made it farther year after year shows that they've been improving, and the fact that they were able to beat the Clippers at all, even with some of the bad performances. They were down 3-1 and had to make history to advance. So they made history, and now are in the conference finals for the first time since 2009. Ironically, the last time they were in the conference finals, it was also against the Lakers. The historic comebacks they've made this year have proved the strength of the team and the strength of Coach Malone, and it really was a show of not only strength but potential. In a best case scenario, this hot streak carries over against the Lakers. I think if the Nuggets can beat the Clippers, they can beat the Lakers, but it will be a much harder task. If the Lakers keep doing as well as they have been, it would take absolutely everything from the Nuggets to win. From 2012 and on, LeBron has never been one to choke in the playoffs, and Jokic would be very evenly matched against Davis. The key to winning would have to be Jamal Murray playing like he did against the Jazz. When the Lakers played the Blazers, they knew the only legitimate threat would be Dame, and they were able to double team or triple team him. But if Murray plays at an elite level, the Nuggets are too balanced and too deep to send 3 defenders at him. And with the general weakness of the Lakers' backcourt, it would create problems that would be difficult to fix. Even if Murray plays well, it's still not guaranteed that the Nuggets can win, but I think he is the X factor of being competitive in it. The Lakers are a better team. You will not catch LeBron choking in any game, especially not a Game 7, but I don't think it's necessarily going to be the Lakers. The Nuggets are on a hot streak now, and Murray, after doing not much the rest of the series against the Clippers, picked up in Game 7 getting 40. So I really think there is a chance the Nuggets can win, even if it's not a very good chance. And if they manage to beat the Lakers, I think they have a good shot at the championship. After the Bucks got eliminated, they are no longer real threats to the teams in the West. Even though the Heat beat them in a series, I think the Bucks were still a better team, and the Heat were just the perfect counter to the Bucks. And I don't think the Celtics or the Heat can stack up against the Lakers or the Nuggets. Do you guys think the Nuggets have a chance to win a championship this year? Let me know in the comments. If you liked this video, leave a like. If you didn't, leave a dislike. If you have any feedback, drop that in the comments as well. If you want to support the channel, subscribe. It'll mean a lot. And I will see you in the next video. Peace.